It'll be on our website. Again, it'll be recorded. It'll be on our website. Again, we want to welcome you to the 26th Annual Eddy Awards webinar, how to apply for the most business-friendly city application. Again, we want to welcome you and thank you for taking your time to join us. What are the Eddy Awards? And the Eddy Awards is a program really to help to recognize businesses, individuals, companies, education who have done a phenomenal job really in recognizing those who have contributed to economic development and really help grow the economy. So the Eddy Awards was created in 1996 to celebrate those individuals and organizations. In 2006, we created the Most Business-Friendly City Award to really recognize those large and small cities that are really doing tremendous things to really attract, grow businesses, help retain businesses, create jobs here in Los Angeles County. So the Eddy Awards really is, people have asked me, who's Eddy? There's no Eddy. Eddy really is ED, economic development, with a suffix to really recognize Eddy. This has been a substantial and really a great opportunity to recognize people who do exceptional practices in economic development. What's in it for you? What's in it for you as a city who really applies for the most business-friendly city? It's recognition before 600 of the most prominent civic leaders in government and business and education. They come together to celebrate this annual gala event to recognize creative programs, and especially this year, because we did not have an Eddy Awards last year because of COVID-19. So really, this is a year to really celebrate cities that have done phenomenal, incredible things to really recover, to grow, to keep businesses, and to keep jobs in their community during and post COVID-19. In addition, as a finalist, you will be recognized with a plaque. We will promote your city as a finalist before your council meetings. This is extremely valuable media recognition for your city. You could put it on your website. We also post it on the LAEDC website. All the finalists will be posted on the LAEDC website as well as the winners. And we want to remind you, we get tremendous amount of visits on our website each month. Also, being a finalist really has been a key part of a city's business attraction and retention efforts, as shown by previous finalists and winners alike. This year, the application has really been streamlined. There are fewer questions. We made it a lot easier for you to apply this year. The event details. This year, we'll be celebrating on November the 10th at the new Sci-Fi Stadium in Inglewood. This is the nation's first, or the area's first, indoor-outdoor stadium. It's a tremendous stadium, and we will be there celebrating. The dress code is, as in the past, it's a formal dress code attire. How do you apply for the Most Business-Friendly City Award? We made it really easy this year. You can log into our website, and my colleague Ricky will probably post on the chat on the side the link to download the writable PDF. And again, it's writable. And what you can do is you download it and you could save it on your desktop, on your computer, and come back to filling it out. And when you're ready, you could submit it, and we'll tell you where you can submit it to afterwards. The nominations are open now through August the 16th at 11:59. So you have a couple of weeks or so to work on the application that you could download here. And the finalists will be announced sometime the first week of September. We have a panel of judges that will come and review the applications. As in the past, probably the first week, no later than the second week of September, we will make the announcements for the finalists. And of course, you will be notified prior to that. And then now, let me turn it over to my colleague, Barbara Levine, who will discuss the application instructions. Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, hi, everybody. Well, I'm excited. And as Bob said, we went to a lot of lengths. We went through the previous applications and we, just said, no, we're going to streamline this because we really want to highlight the cities and everything that you've done to help support and sustain businesses throughout COVID. And we know it hasn't been easy. We know it's been a challenge. And we really want to applaud you for everything that you've done for yourselves, for City Hall, for your businesses, for your residents. So we want to take this opportunity for you to really nominate yourselves and really put everything in the application to really go above and beyond everything that you've done for your city during COVID and beyond. So further application instructions. Next slide, please. So application instructions, and I'm going to say from the get-go that it's a streamlined application, and the sections do have a word count to them. Please, 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 before you hit the final submit button, and please do this as you're working on your draft, please do spell check, do word count, do grammar check, because when we review the applications, we're only going to be able to print out exactly to the word count that's designated in that text box. So please, I don't want to see you lose points for typos or poor grammar. So please review and count and spell check before you hit the final submit button. So where can you obtain a copy of the blank application? Well, other than clicking on the link that was in the email that we sent to you over the last couple of weeks, we're happy to provide it to you, and you can click at 2021 MBFC and LA County Award application. And you can also email myself, Bob or Ricky, and we will send it to you. All applications and attachments must be emailed to mbfc@laedc.org. No hard copy applications will be considered. No SurveyMonkey this year, no Dropbox for attachments. Everything will be submitted through email, and you might want to break that down into separate emails to hit the capacity of the system. And should you have questions, please submit them to Ricky at ricky.michel, MICHEL, at laedc.org. And after you submit your application, email Ricky. Ricky can print out what we received so you have something to check against. Next slide. More application instructions. And this is collateral material and your letters of support. Please submit them again to mbfc@laedc.org. Endorsement letters, minimum of 5, maximum of 7. Only 1 can come from a business association. And the letters can be addressed to laedc.org, and be sure that in the subject line, it's most business-friendly city, the name of the city, and just say endorsement. The subject line in the email that you send to laedc.org should be MBFC name of your city and application support letters. And once again, any questions, submit them to mbfc@laedc.org. Next slide. Okay, next steps for finalists. So as Bob mentioned, we expect that finalists will be announced the first part of September. And when you get that call or that email saying you've been selected as a finalist, and we're proud of each and every city that nominates themselves. We are very, very proud of you. Please send us your city seal, because we're going to start promoting our cities that are finalists. And when attending the Eddy Awards, each city that's a finalist will receive 2 complimentary tickets to attend the event. Next slide. And we would love to have you be a sponsor of the Eddy. And since we're having it at the new SoFi Stadium, this is going to be an amazing year and an amazing program. So it's the value of $1,000 for 2 complimentary tickets that will be deducted from the table purchase. And we'd also would love to have your support in our tribute journal. And tribute ad deadline is October the 11th. Next slide. City video. You will be asked to submit a 30-second to 1-minute video about your city. and we will use it at the awards to introduce your city. And a lot of people are going to be at the event, as well as there's a lot of press coverage that goes with the event as well. Video submission deadline is October the 11th, and please submit it in MDV format. And then with the acceptance speech, please get your speeches ready, 2 to 3 minutes. And we'll all be in the audience applauding you. Next slide. And it's my pleasure to turn this over to Ricky to talk about marketing. Thanks so much, everybody. Good luck.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on this webinar. I will be going over the marketing efforts. I am the business assistance manager here at LAEDC, and my name is Ricky. So if you have any questions, you feel free to send me an email as indicated. The questions or the email sent to the MBFC at laedc.org email will also be routed to me. So one way or another, we'll definitely be in touch, and I'll make sure to answer all your questions. Now, as far as marketing efforts, as MBFC finalists, you are asked to participate in the marketing efforts for the 2021 Eddy Awards. So we do ask that in addition to what we are marketing, that you help us out and market the event yourselves as well. So please provide your city's marketing contact information to the same email by August 21st or 29th, 2021. And LAEDC will reach out to the finalists, marketing stakeholders in September, as previously indicated. We ask that you send out a customized email blast to your email lists, that you tweet and post about the 2021 on social media. Add to your city's Facebook page. You provide digital content for LAEDC marketing department so that we can post it on our social channels. And that's essentially it. We certainly look forward to receiving all the applications and reviewing all the cities to see which will be crowned as the most business-friendly city. And it's, as Bob and Barb mentioned, it's going to be a great event. And we look forward to seeing everybody there. And now, since we want to keep this webinar fairly short, we want to open up the Q&A for any questions. If you do not have any questions now, you can certainly email me, and we'll be providing answers to everybody involved. So with that being said, go ahead and ask any questions you may have.
Thank you, Ricky, and thank you, Barbara. As we're waiting for questions to come up, if there are any, hopefully there's not that many questions. I think hopefully we did a good job in getting the information out to you. You can always email us with a question. What we can do is we can compile the questions. So we won't say who the question came from, but we can combine, put the questions together and then get them out to everybody, all your emails, and let you know, here's the question, and then here's the answer to that question. Again, this year, we're happy to say that we made it a lot easier. The questions have been scaled down, and they're more relevant to what you have done, how you have been creative during COVID and post-COVID to really be the champions to help with the recovery and the amazing things you have done. We've been hearing a lot of amazing stories from cities, what they have done to really help the business community. This is your opportunity. Like Barbara and Ricky said, this is your opportunity to shine, not only in front of the 600 plus audience at hand, but also media, all the media impressions, all the great stories and where it's going to go in the papers and so forth. So again, this is a great opportunity for your city to sign, because we all know you have all done extraordinary things to really keep your city economies intact and going during COVID and post-COVID, and to really assist with the recovery, which is very important to all of us here in Los Angeles County. So Ricky, do we have any questions?
Yes, so we have a question from Fran. She asks, with questions that don't give space to provide extra information, how can we better explain? Some of the questions are not yes or no answers, but more of a case-by-case situation. So in this case, Bob, what is the best way for cities to provide additional information to a question?
That's a good question. That question in itself is a good question. Okay. So I know there's a limit to the words. I would say be as concise as you can. Can there be an addendum? I think there could be an opportunity to add an addendum. Barbara, do you think that would be the case?
What we've done, kind of an enhancement from previous years, and forgive my enthusiasm, but I think this is a really great area. The questions that where you might not have enough space or where there isn't a text box. So one of the questions, I think it's question 17 or 18, that gives you a nice big text box to explain some items covered in the previous 3 questions. Question 27 is kind of a catch-all. That's 750 words at the very end. That if there are areas that you want to supplement, or you feel you didn't have a chance to explain enough, or anything more that you want to tell us, that's your time to really go into more detail about that you want to offer. And what I would suggest you do is make it easy on the judges. So let's say that you're expanding upon a particular area, you want to add to question, let's say question 21. And you could easily say supplement to question 21 and start writing. So that's one of the enhancements this year over previous years. That if you need to supplement something, if there isn't enough text box space, or if something needs explanation, if the text box isn't part of the question, add it to question, the very last question. Question, I think 27 or 28. Thank you.
Okay, and hopefully that answered the question. I don't see any additional questions. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and end the webinar here. Again, you have our email, mbfc@laedc.org, or you can email me directly at ricky.michel@laedc.org, and we will definitely get back to you and keep everybody informed as well. With the recording, we will also provide it to everyone. So thank you very much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Good luck.